it remains a question for me, this melting of
Right.
these two paths. And, a lot of the time I tell myself, you should stop therapy because you are just
And you
sustaining
say,
the story. You are just
yeah.
sustaining the narrative. And so sometimes I feel, okay, just stop and just abide in being. And
Mm.
other time I think, no, my love, you are too crazy. You can't do just that. So, it's,
But I think it is a paradox, and I think possibly um, those are good considerations because sometimes we might be indulging a little bit too much in the psychology and the me story, and yet w maybe not. Maybe it's it's an alchemy, and we don't really know. You have to. The only measure you have, Ambre, and I have, is am I. Does it feel like I'm moving in the right direction? Does it feel like I'm honoring? Um, I want to say the deeper self. And I'm not talking just about pure consciousness, but the sense of the unconscious, the self with a big S, the part of us that the dream maker, you could say, the part of us that we don't really see because we're in the driving seat, the ego, we're the ego. We think, okay, I'm going to do this, and then, okay, I'm going to go do a bit of non-duality and a bit of therapy, and then that should take care of it. But, but, but actually, it's not what you're doing, Ambre, nor is it what I'm doing, or what we're trying to do is listen in to what is the aligned thing to do. And it's a very difficult thing to listen on our own. So we seek the help of a therapist, we seek the help of a spiritual community, and then we also try to develop that capacity to live in alignment with our deeper self. And
Mhm.
our deeper self, we don't really know. One moment it might be to really go just meditation and recognize your true nature, and then the next moment work with a dream and get completely engaged with your story. It's it's there is no answer. But the fact that you're wrestling with it is a good sign to me.
May I ask you, maybe it's too personal, just let me know if it is, but
I will.
could you tell me or tell us or maybe give even an example, but that's maybe too personal, of how the because you were about to say he didn't took care of, and so I'm curious to know about how the therapy would of course it would alleviate some of your notes and psychic stuff and so on, but how does the
For
how the
me,
two
yeah,
combined, or I don't know, for
I
you?
I don't try to resolve. They in a way they don't really come. Sometimes because I am myself am
Yeah, yeah.
yeah in actually I'll come out of the closet. I am training to become an analyst.
Mm.
So, here I am teaching non-duality, but or whatever it is I teach, I don't know what to call it, but I'm also training to be a psychoanalyst in the Jungian tradition. And the reason I am doing that is because it has been profound for me.
Mm.
Um, Now it hasn't fixed me, it hasn't, I'm just Ellen, with still
Mm.
problems. But it's just that it has given me a way to have a dialogue with the unconscious, which is something that spiritual, the non-dual way doesn't do that. It's not something that happens and even me, when I guide us in a meditation, I'm not really dealing with the unconscious.
Yeah.
But I am informed by that work, so I'm not so in a hurry to show you that there is no separate self, because I think, no, why hurry? This separate self is an expression of the unconscious, of our feelings, so I take more time, which is why Catherine is touched and thinks, okay, we're not doing spiritual bypassing here. But are you there, Amber? Because you,
Yeah, yeah, I'm here. I'm
okay, because
sorry,
you went very
I only
still.
that light. I'm very sorry.
Yeah. No, 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 you look like a Georges de la Tour painting or something.
Yeah, I am.
Anyway, but does that help a bit? It's like,
Um, last one. especially, yes, because Jung is really something I'm into also. And so I'm curious because unconscious doesn't exist for non-dual. So
Exactly.
how does it make sense for you
Doesn't
to
make sense. That's what I'm trying to say is don't worry about making sense. When you're in a non-dual meditation, you're neither looking at the ego or the unconscious, you're just you, don't know.
Mm.
Avec Dieu. It's to do with God or with
You
presence.
live with both? It creates kind of
For me,
schizophrenia in one.
no, no, it doesn't. Because when I go and explore with the psyche and the unconscious, it's a divine exploration. And
Mm.
in a way, you know, when I am in meditation in the non, I don't ban the concept of the unconscious. It's just that at that moment, I'm exploring in a different way. But they don't have to exclude one another.
Mm.
Be free. Don't worry about.
Yeah, yeah, no, it's just it's not that I think, oh, I should
No,
follow
no,
on.
no. You're
It's
curious.
most an interior.
But you
I
know,
mean,
Jung, I think he was on to the non-dual understanding, and but he felt that the psyche was, in a way, was the hidden face of God. So for him, the unconscious
the
is
self.
self. Yeah. So you could just look at it that way.
Mm. Okay, thank you, Annie.
Oh, it's lovely to see you all.